Let me show you how I make my nutrient-dense superfoods, bone broth and beef tallow. Bone broth contains collagen, high-quality proteins, and many vitamins and minerals that we need for our health. It is also gut healthy and immune boosting. I will be using grass-fed local soup bones and marrow bones. If you want a gelatinous broth, make sure to use soup bones. Put your bones into your crock pot, cover them with filtered water, and then add a splash of apple cider vinegar with the mother. I get my bones from a local farmer, so ask farmers around you, or you can even ask a butcher. Put your lid on and cook on low for 24 to 48 hours. Here's how it looks the next day. We are going to strain it, and I keep the bones right into my crock pot because I am going to cook my bones a second and a third time. So we're going to put a lid on this and put it in the fridge so that top layer of fat or tallow can harden up. And then I go ahead and cover my bones with filtered water again and a splash of ACV and let them go another 24 hours. The next time, it's definitely not as concentrated, but it still makes good broth. This part is super satisfying. You want to remove that tallow from the top and put it into a jar. Grass-fed beef tallow contains fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which are necessary for our health. Tallow is a great source of fatty acids. It contains vitamin D, vitamin A. You can cook with it, and it's also good for our skin. So we're going to set that aside and then get our broth into molds. I like to freeze my broth. It's good in the fridge about a week, good in the freezer up to 6 months. I have these molds in my Amazon under Low Tox Kitchen. They are food grade silicone, and each compartment is 1 cup. So back to my tallow, I put that in a saucepan and put it on the stove medium heat until it looks like this, and then I will let it cool upside down. So that way all the sediment and stuff will settle at the top and you can just pour it off. I do this process twice, but really you can skip this step if you're just going to be using it for cooking. I like to do it twice. You can do it more than twice if you want to use it for lotion. This is how it looks after, and I'm just going to dump that off and try to get as much as the brown bits off as I can, and then start the process all over again. So I put the lid back on, get it in the water, heat it back up, let it cool upside down. We really like to cook our eggs and our meat in tallow. It's such a good, healthy fat, and it is also amazing for our skin. It's one of the only things I will put all over my body and face, and it is natural retinol. My skin has never looked better for 35. So I will melt it one more time so that way there's not that gap at the bottom of the cup. And then we'll pull our broth out of the freezer. Here's how that looks. I just find it super convenient to have it in 1 cup portions to pull out and use for a recipe. I love to always have it on hand for when we're sick, for meals. Bone broth is just awesome stuff. Same with tallow. It's expensive to get it high quality at the store. That's why I like to make it myself, and then get a jar of tallow out of it. So here's how my bones look after round 2. I know people say, oh, if you do it right, you only have to do it once. But look at that. That is good broth. And then this round, I will use this to top my dog's food. Nothing goes to waste around here.